warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? Here, I will present a course on the philosophy of science entitled Model Integration of Science. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Iftitahur Rohmah from the Department of Matematika Fakulty of Sains and Teknologi at Queen Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang. Okay, before watching video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, the content of the discussion. Number 1 is definition of science. Number 2, integration of science. And the last, model integration of science. Definition of science. Number 1 is model. Model is pattern or variety or shape. Number 2, exists integration, assimilation until it becomes a complete or individual. Number 3, science is knowledge about a field and has been systematically according to a certain method so that it can explain in detail and have general truths. Integration of science. Integration of science in an attempt to combine or unify the ontology, epistemology, and axiology of the general science and religion in the two fields, because with integration science will have a clear direction, namely to have a clear spirit to always serve human values and virtues, not the other way around become a tool of dehumanization, exploitation, and destruction of nature. Model integration of science. Therefore, model integration of science. Number 1 is IFIAS Integration Model or International Federation of Institutes of Advanced Study. Number 2 is Classical Philosophy-based Scientific Integration Model. Number 3 is the Integration Model of the Malaysian Islamic Academy of Science or ASASI. Number 4 is Science Model. IFIAS Integration Model. According to IFIAS, faith in the Creator makes Muslim scientists more aware of scientists. They are responsible for their behavior by placing reason under the authority of good. Therefore, in Islam, there is no separation between the means and ends of science. Both are subject to ethical benchmark and values of faith. According to IFIAS, the recommended values of eternal Islamic values such as Khilafah, Worship, and Adalah are subjective aspects of science and Islam. Human emotion, distortion, and prejudice must be eliminated towards this noble path by means of scientific research. Classical philosophy-based scientific integration model. Classical philosophy-based scientific integration model seeks to explore the legacy of classical Islamic philosophy. The character Sayyid Hussein Nasr, a classical Muslim thinker, tries to incorporate Tawhid into his theoretical scheme. The principle of Tawhid, namely the unity of God, is used as the principle of the unity of nature tabi'i or tabi'ah. The integration model of ASASI. Malaysia Islamic Science Academy or ASASI was born 1977 as one of the integration activities of Islamic scholarship in Malaysia. The integration model of human science is based on the classic view that science is classified into 4 categories, namely the science of Fardu Ain, which is mandatory for every Muslim human, the science of Fardu Kifayah, which is mandatory for the Islamic community, which need to be mastered by several individuals. the science of change which accept the not, and point knowledge which is haram. The basic model initiates the unity and integration of scholarship as the future of Islamic science based on the honest Allah's human rights. Develop a model of Islamic scholarship which has the characteristic of holistic, integral, unioness, harmony, and balance. The basic opinion is that knowledge is not only obtained through perception, empirical data, induction, and deduction, but also through intuition, heuristic, dreams, and inspiration from Allah. Busaylist model. This model uses the name of French medical expert Maurice Busayle, who has so kept the Muslim world when they wrote something entitled La Bible, Quran, et la Science. This model aims to sense the compatibility of scientific findings with the verses of the Quran. This model has reshaped a lot of criticism because scientific findings cannot be guaranteed that it will not change in the future. Consider the Quran in accordance with something that can still change means to think that the Quran can also change. This model among Malaysian Muslim scientists is usually called trivial model because incompatibility ignores the nature of the spiritual and theories of Western science compared to the absolute and eternal nature of the Quran. Discoveries and theories of Western science fluctuate according to paradigm shift. For example, from Newton's classical paradigm was later changed to Planck's quantum paradigm and Einstein's relativity. This model has received some criticism because if this verse of the Quran is that of proof of the truth of a theory and the theory undergoes change, the authority of the Quran will be diminished because it proves a wrong theory follows this new paradigm. Thank you. Okay, that is a presentation from me. I can be understood and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.